welcome back to Cooking with Companions. With me I have Chloe. She's a Milwaukee cockatoo, and we are going to make Roscoe's risotto today. So it's a little different setup today, but just bear with us. We actually have to do some cooking for this one. So Chloe, if you'll step right here, girl. Thank you. Alright, so first thing I did in the saucepan is I go ahead and I heat up my coconut oil. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a variety of vegetables. We're going to go ahead and saute them. I have some bell peppers, I have some broccoli, and I have some zucchini. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that and just saute them for about 2 to 3 minutes and get that nice and tasty brown. So now this sauteing, we're going to measure out our rice. So I doubled the recipe, so we are using 2 cups of rice. This is brown rice and it's organic. And for those of you who haven't met, this is Roscoe. Roscoe is a yellow fronted Amazon. He's so sweet. If he comes fair, you get to meet him. He's probably one of the sweetest Amazons you'll ever meet. So we are going to be using uncooked brown rice. And what we're going to do is when the vegetables are ready, we're going to go ahead and add that to that. We're going to lightly toast that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the rice. They are hungry. They know it's time for dinner. So this process right here will take about another 2 to 3 minutes. What do you think, little girl? Chloe girl. So this is Chloe. Now, you might be asking, why does Chloe have a vest on? Chloe had an owner who took really good care of her, but back during the pandemic, her owner passed away during with COVID. During the pandemic, and birds grieve like people do. She ended up ripping and putting a big hole in her chest. We have it medicated and we put a vest on to keep her safe, but she just doesn't understand. She grieves for her mom, but we love her. Hi, pretty girl. You are sweet. Yes, you are. You want to set it back up here? Good girl. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the broth and let it boil and bring it to a simmer, but I'm going to change pans. I'm going to use this one because we are making a really big batch. So what I'm going to do is kind of just stick all this back in here. Yes, you're so good. Put that right there. Just go with that. And we're going to go ahead and add our chicken broth, or it's vegetable broth. I'm so sorry. So I'm adding the vegetable broth. And then I'm adding just a little bit of water. We're going to let that boil real good. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that boil, and I will see you guys back in about 20 minutes. Thank you. Hello. Hello, and welcome back. So we did go ahead and cook our rice and our vegetables, and you can see it's still a little warm. And I went ahead and I cooked our lentils, 20 minutes for that, and I'm just going to mix those in. So just remember, when you give blankets, please make sure you go ahead and cook them. Never give raw blankets to the birds. Alright. So we're going to stir that in, and if you want to start adding, we have parsley, we have oregano, we have basil, and we have flax seeds. So, start adding those in. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you want some? You're gonna have to wait just a minute. Here, you want Mama to give you a little bit? Here you go, right over here. There you go. Roscoe, would you like to try some? Would you like to try some? Now, he's not one that likes to eat a lot of people food. We're still working with him to get him to learn to like chop. When some birds come to us, it's a long process to get them to eat healthy. Sometimes they're used to eat nothing but junk food. Alright, so you're going to want to let it cool real good, and then you're going to want to serve it to everybody. And tune in next week. Remember to subscribe, like, and follow for more. You guys enjoy and have a great week. Ta-da!